So the M4A1 is becoming popular in Modern Warfare again, and I have to say this weapon right here guys is great, but I stopped using it in Warzone and multiplayer because the growl is definitely the king of me, and I've also been enjoying sniping recently, but I have a huge feeling that growl is going to get a pretty big nerf pretty soon, so I reckon there'll be some fine weapon tuning and the recoil control won't be as reliable as it is right now. So that's why I went ahead and started using the M4A1 again, because it's been in the game since it came out, and I highly doubt it will get nerfed as much as it already has. And it is just a weapon that you want to be using guys. That's why I've gone ahead and made these two classes for you guys today. I have a class for multiplayer and a class for Warzone. So I think you guys are going to love these classes I have for you today. They're like amazing, you've got to use these classes. What is up guys, Big Chief here, back with another Modern Warfare class setup video. We are going back to the OG days, the roots of the game, and after a long time in neglecting this gun, I have two OP class setups for the M4A1. But before we do get into this video, make sure you drop a like. I'm going to set a goal of 30 likes on this video, so please make sure you help me out guys. And also comment down below which gun you prefer, the M4A1 or the Growl. At the minute I'm going to say the Growl, definitely for Warzone, but I do feel that M4A1 just dominates in multiplayer. But do make sure you let me know down below, I really want to know guys. Also guys, make sure you subscribe if you're new around here and turn those notifications on. I will run some gameplay in the background, but I'm going to be doing all my weapon testing in multiplayer from now on, because it's good for testing short range, long range, medium range and anything like that. And you can just get kill after kill after kill, and you don't have to worry about dying before the first circle is even closed in, like in Warzone. Now let's get onto the class setup for the multiplayer. Now I really like this class a lot because it's good for rushing enemies and it's really accurate. But now let's take a look at the attachments for the M4A1. So for the barrel you want to start with the stock M16 Grenadier. Now this one is definitely great, you get a lot of damage range, you get that bullet velocity and you get that extra recoil control. And I think having the bonus of the extra damage range and the bullet velocity together makes this such a good attachment for the M4A1. So make sure you're using this one guys. You don't want to lose that, you do lose that movement speed and the aim down sight speed, but it's nothing significant so we don't have to worry about that too much guys. Because we are going to go ahead and get those back by using the next attachment, which is the laser, and we're going to be using the Tac Laser for this one. So you're going to be careful when using this attachment guys, because if you're camping in one area aiming down sight, someone is going to be able to see you, so be careful of that, and make sure you're confident in not hard scoping corners or anything like that. But we do get that extra ADS speed, aiming stability, and aiming walking steadiness, which is what I love about using the Tac Laser. Now moving on to the stock guys, for this I'm using the no stock. This is mainly because of the extra ADS speed and movement speed, which is always nice to have I feel. However, we are sacrificing a bit of recoil control and a bit of aiming stability, which isn't anything noticeable guys. As you can see from the gameplay, the M4A1 doesn't have much recoil and I'm managing to land a lot of shots, so I wouldn't worry about this guys. But really the attachment just allows you to move more agile in games, which I think is essential, especially in multiplayer as you need to be moving around fast, and is really good attachment for this playstyle. Now for the rear grip I'm running the stapled grip tape. Again this is because of an extra aim down sight speed. Like I said, it's really nice to have an AR as it allows you to quickly shoot and have a better advantage over your opponent, as you'll be able to land the first shot leading to quick and easy kill. This attachment also gives you a bonus sprint to fire speed, which again helps with making this gun very agile and it allows you to maintain control when playing at very high speed. Now for the fifth and final attachment for this multiplayer class, we have the underbarrel, and for this I'm rocking the Ranger 4 grip. Now I use this attachment on most of my ARs and SMGs just because it is so good guys. You get that improved recoil control which stops your gun moving vertically when shooting, allowing you to be more consistent and precise with your aim. And you also get the bonus aiming stability which really helps with those long range combats, which you may find yourself in from time to time. Now I wouldn't worry about losing the aim down sight speed or aim and walking movement speed, just because the attachments that we used originally have extra ADS speed for them. So you wouldn't notice it too much guys. Now that is going to be it for the multiplayer class. I hope you like it guys, it's so good, you've got to try this out in multiplayer, you're going to like it. So let's have a look at the Warzone class. It's a bit different. I prefer the multiplayer class just because I'm a multiplayer person, that's what I play. But let's take a look at it for you Warzone players. Again I'm showing you gameplay in the background from multiplayer because like I said it's just the best place to do it and it will be a lot more entertaining for you guys. So that's why you see multiplayer gameplay in the background. But you guys can see right here, this Warzone class actually works really well in multiplayer as well. I think I actually come in a KD of around 80 to 30, something like that, I'm not too sure. So for the first attachment on the Warzone class setup, it's going to be the muzzle monolithic suppressor. Now you literally can't play Warzone without a suppressor in your gun, like you literally shouldn't do it guys. This is because using the monolithic suppressor gives you a sound suppression, meaning when you shoot you won't show up in the minimap for other people. It also gives your gun an extra damage range, allowing you to hit people at further distances and have more of a chance of killing them, which is really nice, so make sure you do go ahead and throw this attachment on. But because it's a suppressor and it's so big, it will be taking away some of the ADS speed and aiming walking steadiness, which I haven't really noticed anything significant in the testing, especially after using a multiplayer class before this, so I wouldn't worry about that guys, but do make sure you go ahead and throw this attachment on, it is really worth it. Now the next attachment is for the barrel, and for this I'm running the stock M16 Grenadier. This attachment again gives you an amazing damage range, which you can see is an additional 6 meters, which will really help you playing Warzone guys. It also gives you the extra bullet velocity and recoil control, which is also really nice. And we all know that the M4A1 is accurate as it is, so throwing on the attachment that gives you extra recoil control is amazing on this gun. But again guys, it does take away a bit of that ADS speed and movement speed. This is not a class you're going to be one of rushing people, but it does work perfectly in Warzone. Now for the stock I'm going to be using the Forged Tac CQS. Now the only reason we are running this attachment is because of the aim down sight speed and to gain a little bit of that back. Now you could run the no stock like in multiplayer class, but in Warzone I don't really think it's worth it, because you're going to be running no stock, you'll be losing some aiming stability and recoil control, which is something you can't really afford to lose in Warzone, especially at those greater distances. But if you don't care about losing a bit of aim down sight speed, then be sure to throw in the next attachment, which is the 60 round mags. Now having an extra 10 rounds actually helps you out a lot in Warzone, because if you're trying to get kills over 100 meters plus, you're going to have to be putting out a lot of bullets, so using the 60 round mags will help you out a lot with this. However, you will be losing a bit of your aim down sight speed and movement speed, which is the reason we throw in Forged Tac CQS early. But if you're not worried about losing your ammo quickly, and you know how to manage your ammo really resourcefully, then go ahead and keep your 50 rounds on. Now for the final attachment for the M4A1 Warzone class setup. This is the underbarrel, and for this I'm running the Commando foregrip. Now I've never actually used this attachment on any other guns in the past, but I do feel like this attachment is just made for the M4A1. It just goes so nicely with it, especially in Warzone, as you're getting the extra recoil stabilisation, and it gives you the extra aim and stability, which is really nice during heavy fire. However, you are losing a bit of movement speed, but in Warzone it's not really a problem, because you're not going to be rushing people, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you are worried about your ADS speed, then you can always go back to the range foregrip to get some of it back. And that's going to wrap it up for the Warzone class. I hope you use this class, it is so good. I'm going to try it out in Warzone, I'll give you guys some feedback later. But if you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and also comment down below which class you prefer, the multiplayer one or the Warzone class. I've got to say they're both really good. You can use them both in Warzone, you can use them both in multiplayer. It's really up to you guys. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see more of these videos, just let me know, comment down below, and I'll listen to your guys' feedback. So yeah, peace out.